here, and he's had a Bigfoot encounter. So thank you for joining, Audacious Amber. John, can you tell us your last name and what area your encounter was in?
My name is John Rebhan. I was born July 31st, 2006. I was 17 at the time, and it's this little park me and my friend Molly goes to. So, it's by Oakfield, like straight from Oakfield. You go down Bel Air Road, you hit a corner, you go straight up, and it's by these apartment buildings. There's woods all around it, and the story was I encountered a Bigfoot, and I would like to share it to y'all.
Thank you for trusting me to take your encounter.
Thank you.
Okay, so walk us through your encounter.
Okay,
And you want to show us real quick how tall you think he was? We're going to use this fence post.
so I was sitting on the swing. I went with Molly around 4. We went to the park, as I remember. She had to leave because she had her baby brother. Mom wasn't home at the time, so she had to watch him. So I said, okay, Molly, you can leave. It gets like almost around 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting on a swing, like I said, and I heard this.
Wow.
And I look over. He's about
I'm going to back up so they can see.
tall as the top of that.
The very tip top, or?
Yes. If I could, I would put my hand.
How tall are you?
I forgot.
It's okay.
I was standing there because I got up to see what it was. As soon as I stood up and I walked like this far, it was standing right there.
That had to be terrifying.
And I was just like this. I was like, and you can hear his breathing, like someone heavily breathing down your neck. Like,
That had to be terrifying.
and I just stood there, not even blinked. And it started moving, like, it would walk like this. It turned, and it did this.
Was he coming towards you or away from you at that point?
He was coming towards me.
Towards you.
And, like, behind me would be almost towards...
Sorry, we have a little bit of traffic.
Behind me,
Uh-huh.
it would be, like 5 inches away from across from me. He was walking like this, and he stood like this, and he was real tall up there.
Uh-huh.
If I could just put my hand just like this.
And then what happened?
And he stood there, and he was just staring at me with beaming red eyes.
That's scary. Do you remember him blinking or
No,
anything?
he never blinked.
Never blinked.
He was
Okay.
just standing there like this.
And then what happened?
And I just stayed where I was, no movement at all. I barely even breathed.
I imagine you were paralyzed with fear.
And he turned like this, and he was walking like this.
So he just turned and left you alone?
Yeah, because I stood there and I was scared. But I knew that I believe there are I believe there are some creatures out there we don't know of.
I would agree.
But from that day, it still haunts me today. I still have dreams about it.
You do. I was going to ask you, how do you feel like it's impacted your life since your encounter? Do you feel like a different person or anything?
It feels like when I close my eyes, all I can see is him. Like a backflash of like if someone out here gets shot and killed in front of their family.
Right. It's like a PTSD from it.
And it keeps playing every time I go to sleep.
Has it been, what month do you think? And was that just last year or?
It was July.
July?
I believe it was not near, but almost near my birthday.
Okay, when's your birthday? Oh,
July 31st.
July 31st. So it was last July this happened.
Yes.
Wow, that's still fresh. Have you had anybody else you feel like you could share your experience with, or you just?
Well, I got this girlfriend. She don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
So, I think my best bet is to tell her.
Okay.
But I'm just so. You can't even see my hands.
I understand. It's like having a flashback and being back there with it. You do not have to continue if you don't want. If you like.
So, after that happened, I went back up to the same spot where he was.
Okay.
But there was no proof of there.
Okay.
But where he was standing at, there used to be like a tree.
Uh-huh.
And a tree fell down and it was sitting like this.
Let me back up so I can see your arms. Okay.
Like it would be leaning like this, but like that, more down. The white stop sign.
I see you.
No parking.
Yep.
It was leaning like that. And now it's like broke in half.
I understand.
And the only thing I can think that did that was a Sasquatch.
Okay, I understand. So there's no other trees around that could have fell on it.
No.
What part of it was broke?
Like this side.
I mean, was it high up or at the bottom or?
It was like this big.
Okay. So was the top of it twisted or broke or?
It was, but not as where it would collapse.
Okay.
Like, it looked like someone had to literally force it to break.
Okay, I understand.
Now it's like a point part.
Right. Have you? Oh, I'm sorry.
It wasn't like that until that incident happened.
Okay. You do know that there's like groups and other places where people who've had encounters
Yes.
get together and support one another. This way, you know that you're not alone. There are resources out there. I just want to make you aware of that. And what I'll do is we're going to do some further research at another day. And when you do get up to that area, if you would like to video record it, we'll do a part 2 for here. And I just want to thank you for sharing your experience with me. And we will follow up.
Thank you.